What's going on, agents? ASCII Adam here. So this is my take on a shield build, and I'm sure that somebody else has done this already. I have intentionally not watched anybody else's build videos. I used to do that. I used to like to watch, as much as I could watch. So I've switched that now to where I will still watch, like Gamey Daddy or Cold Boy or, all the other content creators. And when they're talking about, issues with the game and stuff like that. But I've intentionally stayed away from build videos just because I like to make my own, that kind of thing. So I'm sure somebody's probably done a shield build and probably done it better, but this is my take on it. And it does go with, I've seen people running around with True Patriot. In fact, I played with somebody in a Legendary who was trying to shield with True Patriot, but I don't know exactly what they had. I didn't look. So anyway, this is my take on it. I think it works pretty well. I've not done a Legendary with it yet, but I can do heroics with it and stuff like that. So to start out with, I've got 1.4 million armor. I could push that higher, but I chose to go with a little bit of damage. Not much, because it really doesn't do a whole lot. My two weapons here don't make any difference because I'd never use them. The only time I do sometimes is if I'm in cover. I will pull out my M249 Bravo, and it was a really nice roll, and I put Steady Hands on it, and Steady Hands is awesome because if you notice I have 175 mag, and if I hit 100 of my shots, it refills the magazine, and it does not use up your ammo. And so basically you have infinite ammo, infinite shooting. You never have to stop shooting unless you have to take cover. So that's actually pretty cool. But the whole thing kind of revolves around the Liberty pistol. And the Liberty pistol, if you didn't know, you shoot anywhere on the body and you gain a stack, and it stacks up to 30. When you shoot a headshot, it consumes the stack and repairs your shield for 3% per stack. So if you've got 30, that's 90% of your shield back. So my shield actually has 13,272,000 HP. That's pretty decent. Lasts quite a bit, especially when you're building it back. And then I use the Artfacer Hive because it heals the shield as well, which is pretty nice. And actually what I do is I don't actually throw it on the ground. I just let it tick, because if you didn't know, it will tick even when it's on your back if you have a skill out. And it's slow ticking, but it ticks, and it's enough. I've never actually had to drop it, and I've never had my shield go down. I've never had my shield busted. So I think it works really well. But anyway, the way that I'm running this is I'm running 4-piece True Patriot, and then I'm running the exotic chest. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. And I like the exotic chest. I know that Vanguard, and I don't have a decent Vanguard chest, but I do have one. So Vanguard, when you deploy your shield, it makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 45% of your armor as bonus armor to all other allies for 20 seconds. That's really nice, but I like the exotic more. Now, if I'm playing in a group and somebody's already got this on, then I will go ahead and, well, I don't right now because, like I said, I don't have a decent chest with it. Then I would go ahead and switch it out for the Vanguard. That would be super awesome if somebody else were running this chest in a group. Now, what I did with all of my armor pieces is I went ahead and I tried stacking armor regen. And I did that because I don't know if it's actually, and I can't test it because if you didn't know, on the range, if you use the damage self, it comes back immediately, so you actually can't damage yourself and test anything. So I'm not sure if armor regen stacks with the True Patriot regen. I mean, I know it's regenning armor all the time, so maybe that's enough. I've got about 20, I think I've got 25,000 armor regen. We'll check that after a bit here. But anyway, I'm running True Patriot, and everybody knows what that does. So 30% ammo capacity, 30% magazine size, red, white, and blue. So every 2 seconds, enemies you shoot receive a stack of red, white, and blue. Red amplifies damage that the enemy takes. White repairs you and your allies' armor once every second. and blue decreases the enemy's damage dealt. Now, I didn't say the percents because I'm actually wearing, oh, and full flag. When an enemy dies that's under the effect of all 3 debuffs, they explode, dealing damage to enemies around them. So I'm wearing the backpack, which, darn it, it was right there. It increases the red to 12%, the white to 8%, and the blue to 12%. It's not bad. So I actually repair everybody's armor 8% per second while I'm shooting an enemy, which I think is pretty nice. It reduces the damage that they do by 12%, and it increases the damage they take by 12%. I think that's pretty decent. And what I found is, honestly, I can, and again, I haven't done Legendary, but in Heroics, I can keep my shield up and pretty much live forever. Because if somebody's shooting me, say, in the back, and I'm trying to get turned around, if I'm shooting the guy that has the white on them, and of course those stacks, so you can get all red, the whole red, white, and blue, I can refill my armor pretty quickly. And again, I'm shooting them in the body with the Liberty. And once I get my stack to 30, or if my shield's getting a little low, say I'm getting shot by a bunch of people, then I do a headshot and it regens my shield. My hive is regenning my shield. It's great. So really, that's the gist of the build. And I'm sure you guys will probably have some suggestions for me to make it better. But again, it's based around armor regen and the shield, the Liberty, and the red, white, and blue debuff. Now, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, honestly, but it's not, well, yeah, it is kind of awful. But so I'm on Heroic, I think. Yeah, Heroic, with an elite enemy. So a headshot, I'm doing 826,000. And once I get the blue on, then it goes up a bit. So that's not, I mean, that's awful, but, you know, awful in terms of I can survive damn near anything. Not bad. It's not bad. And as you can see, that the hive ticking there, and it wears off. I don't know what the tick is, maybe every 10 seconds. And so that's healing my shield. It's really pretty nice. But yeah, here's, if you don't know, it just fills right back up. So you really can't test unless you're out and about doing it. So anyway, let me know, guys, what you think about that. Again, if I had a really nice chest, I would change this out if somebody else in my group was running the chest. And, oh, I forgot to tell you what the chest does. When your armor breaks, you gain 80% of your armor back instead of going down. And its cooldown per ally is 45 seconds. And this works for the entire group. So if you're new and you've been in a group and you're like, oh my god, I lost all my armor, and then all of a sudden you had armor back, that's why. All right, so stats, there's really not a whole lot to show, honestly, because I've got... Armor regen is almost 26,000. I believe you can push that to 30 if you were maxed on everything. Oh, I do have 23% protection from elites as well. That's what I'm wearing in my slots here. My mod slots are all protection from elites. I feel like it works great. So, yeah, give it a try. Let me know what you think. I'm sure you guys will have some decent upgrades for me, some ideas. Hope you didn't get suspended. If you did, oops, sorry about your luck. But you know, it definitely. I actually know some people who were using the exploit, and I actually haven't talked to them, so I don't know if they actually got suspended or not. But the rollback really is gonna suck for a lot of people. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.